Okay. Well, it's been a long time since I uploaded one of these videos, but welcome to DIMSLiveWeekly, and ignore that. Yeah, software licensing for the software that I use to record videos. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be doing this as a video for once. Don't know how the voice quality is because of the mic I have. I've had problems recording other videos for when I recorded LC PDFR, and yeah, I haven't heard any other problems though using Skype or TeamSpeak or anything like that. So let's hope this works. But anyway, yeah, we have quite a few updates to cover, and so let's go over that. So first is the Delta website. So it's old. Even when I redesigned it and made it all nice and what it is, this site would have been okay in like 2002. In 2015. So our new marketing manager is in the process of trying to find a way to rebuild the website and make it all fresh and new and actually have it be something that's worth people coming to, because right now I figure most of the traffic we get, people don't, they see this and they're just kind of like, okay, this would be okay for a deli or a car repair shop, but not a company that actually offers web services. And I figure that's why we're getting so much turnover, is, people see this and they think we're not really serious about what we're doing. And also with that, Rick is also planning to modernize some of our graphic stuff. It's an ongoing thing. But yeah, I wanted to touch base on that and let people know that we actually are doing things. Hence the whole point of this video. But so next is regarding Pimp Anime. So it's pretty much been dead. Look, there's nothing on here. Basically the whole problem is we have no uploading staff. And any of the databases we can get are usually for like WordPress, things like that. There aren't a whole lot of Joomla-based anime databases. So it makes that a little more difficult. I'm working on it with Hawk, who's basically managing this website on our behalf, and it's a little more difficult than it sounds to find uploaders nowadays. But know that is being worked on, and that is kind of one of the main focuses of projects right now, is trying to get this running. Along with some other things I'm going to be covering here too. But yeah, that's one of the main things we're working on, is trying to find people for this. So I just wanted to let people know that this is still in our heads and this is being worked on. It's just it's easier said than done. Alright, so next, we are starting our Oak server in preparation for the development and launch of release candidate and beta versions of the new Ragnarok control panel that one of our developers is making for the backend. For example, like in the past, RO hosts such as System in Place, Trinity Networks, they had their own panels. So we are designing our own panel in hopes that we can also use it for more games other than just RO, to streamline the control capabilities of anyone who wants to run a server and make it to where they actually can do that. And also make it in a way that, even if you get a huge server, you don't have to have a server background. You don't have to have experience to know too much of the server ins and outs. Basically, we manage the equipment. Our control panel allows you to start and stop your server, compile it, make configuration changes, things like that. So you don't have to go and learn shell and become, a systems administrator like half of our staff, to allow people to play your game. Now, in addition to that, this RO server, I'm getting back into scripting. We have Hawk, who I mentioned, doing Pimp Anime. He's also helping develop this. We've hired a new project manager for this, and basically his role is going to be to maintain this, keep it running, and just, handle anything specific to this server. So we can focus on, like I mentioned a minute ago, PA, the Delta website, providing actual support, and market. Because there's a lot of things that need to be focused on the business end, but, the best way to market is to show people, the whole idea of word of mouth. If you come onto one of our servers, see it's good, figure out the company hosts it, figure out what exactly we are, which, hey, we're being realistic. Few people are going to do that. But the few that do, they go to their buddies, hey, these guys are a great host. Look, they run their own game already. They can show you how to do it right. Go with it. Our prices aren't that bad, and we host the stuff to show you that we know what we're doing. Because, a lot of hosts that just create one demo server, have no staff for it, just leave it up there, and whatever happens to it. That's not going to build a community. Nobody's ever going to buy anything based off of that, because other than latency and ping testing, which are valid concerns, but, without knowing the customer support you're going to get and how the business that's providing the service, how they run, there's not going to be any point to bothering to waste money on something you have no idea whether it's going to run properly. Alright, and that goes into next. This is a panel that we've implemented for our TeamSpeak hosting, and it is developed by someone on the TeamSpeak forums, and basically we I didn't even notice that was there. An ad for another TeamSpeak host in I'll need to get in touch with that guy to see if we can give him money to make that go away. But basically the whole concept here is another one of those ideas of being able to manage your stuff without having to know all the back end. We give you this, it allows you to create channels, so on and so forth. I'm still working on creating usernames for individual servers, but once that happens, I'll actually do a tutorial video on this specifically, so people can actually learn it and go through this and know that they're getting quality. Because, TeamSpeak is very stable. It runs, it works. Just like, its competitors, Control and Mumble, they all work just fine. There's nothing that can go wrong with these, really. And, if there is something that goes wrong, that's why we have people that know this stuff. And we have a direct line to the TeamSpeak developers that if there is something broken, they can fix it. So, that's also the main thing of going with a company that's actually reselling directly from TeamSpeak. Like that we're not just reselling off of Nation Voice or what is the other one? Bargain something. I mean, there's a number of hosts that sell their TeamSpeak license and capabilities to resellers, and those resellers might not potentially know what they're doing. They might have to put in a ticket, which would then get escalated and escalated and escalated, and then finally get to TeamSpeak. With us, you go into the system, you can't get it fixed. You figure out there's actually a problem with TeamSpeak itself, which usually we're probably already aware of it. If we're not, we put in a ticket. It gets directly sent to our network operations team, who sends that issue directly to TeamSpeak, so they can look into it and fix it and get your server back up and running fast. Now, next on the whole idea of projects, this is a server that we have been working on, or rather helping them develop. We've been offering the hosting for it. It's basically a private server for the game Bright Shadow. We did a review of Bright Shadow, I believe, back when PA Reviews was doing the thing. It's a good game, and these guys are not for profit. They're basically just building the game because they want it to, come back and be something that people will actually play. And we help host them because we want to see this game succeed. So I just wanted to let people know this is here. And yeah, there's a link to it on the network services page, but I still wanted to say something specifically about this game, so people actually see it and know that it is a thing. They are in the process of heading into beta. Still a little bit of a ways out, but last I heard, that's what they're going for. So, with that, a couple final updates with regards to the Minecraft server. The developer and administrator for it, he's been gone for a couple of weeks because he had to move and he's had some family issues. And so he'll be back working on Monday. We're hoping to get the server to a point where we can actually advertise, because I released it on May 1st, but there's still a couple things that need done. I mean, yeah, it's released, it's functional, but there's a difference between optimum performance and just functioning. Right now it's functioning, so it's not optimal. The same goes for the Unturned server. I've been pretty much working on automating that myself, and the conditions for it have been less than optimal. I'm working on trying to change that, and so with that, I do apologize. We're working on trying to get more admins for it, people that are going to be active. I'm hoping Nate, the actual administrator for it, comes back, because he had some family issues and had to take a leave of absence. But I really am hoping that soon here we'll be able to get that back up and running as well. So yeah, this is a rather long video because there was a lot to cover. I hope my audio didn't chop out at all. And with that, this is Josh, and thank you for watching another episode of we call it DIMSLiveWeekly, but really it's well, I guess we're getting back more to a weekly schedule, but it's still not as often as would be liked. Hopefully Rick can start doing these, and it can become more of a thing that happens constantly. Right,